Back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. We're on our way back from Manila to Bacolod, then catch the bus on to San Carlos City. And it made me think, I'll be flying out in about a week or so. And, it's easy to get to the Philippines, but it can be a hassle leaving. I'm going to do some things different when I get back. I think I'm going to follow the lead of a lot of other guys, and I'm not going to stay here 6 months. About every 5.5 months, I'm headed somewhere, Thailand, Vietnam, wherever, because it can be a hassle, and I got this new passport, so I've got to come back to Manila, and, because I have to have the stamp transferred from my old passport, to my new passport. Then I've got to get the exit clearance, man. I got a very small window, so I'm panicking about that, but I know it's going to be okay. But this is for people who really don't know, who've never experienced this before. But it can be a hassle, man. Luckily, that exit fee, that terminal fee, that dreaded terminal fee, it's included in my plane ticket. Because when I first came here in 2009 and I went to leave, the immigration wouldn't let me leave. They said, hey, you haven't paid the terminal fee. I'm like, what terminal fee? At that time it was 750 pesos. Now, they've gotten smart. It had went down to 550. I don't know what it is now because, they put it into your plane ticket automatically now. But you got to pay to leave here. But I had to run all the way back to the ATM, get 750 out, rush back before he let me through and I could catch my flight back home. But it's a hassle, man. It's something that I'm taking heed to this time. I've been over here so long, man, you just forget this kind of stuff. I'm going to have some footage. I forgot to put the footage on the last video. But behind this, I'm going to show y'all some footage. Because we're on the ferry. And a lot of people, they don't take the ferry. I don't know why. As you can see, it's just a floating hotel room. Now, this is business class for two. Now, there's no CR in this. You have to get the stateroom or the suite to get the CR. But on some ships, they'll have the business class. And it's got a couch, and of course this sheer television, storage space, two nice twin-size beds. And you get to see a lot of these islands that you normally wouldn't see. When you're in Manila or Cebu or one of these nice beaches or something over here. There's over 7,000 islands, 2,000 are inhabited. A lot of these islands we're passing, and you're going to see on the footage, they have nobody's living on there. They're uninhabitable. But it's beautiful, man. And it humbles you when you're out here to sea. You're just like a speck upon the big ocean. And it kind of gets me prepared for that long flight home. That's another reason I did it. Just sitting around for, 18 hours. I think this particular trip is 22 hours. So it's anybody who wants to kind of get themselves ready to take that trip back on the plane. Just take your trip, man. You'll enjoy it. You really will. And of course they include breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it's an overnight trip. We caught this we caught this ship at 5 a.m. and then we'll reach Bacolod at 2 a.m. So then we'll have to get a hotel for to check out at 12, and then we'll head on home. It'll be good to sleep in my own bed, for a couple of more days, and I'm going to fly out of Bacolod to Manila, then I'm gone, man, I don't know how long I'm going to be gone, but I did get some good news that's going to help me a whole lot when I get back. As I discussed yesterday, I've got to buy a whole new wardrobe. I did buy me some slacks while I was in Manila, and I got a pair of blue jeans that I wore over here, but I'll probably go and get me a couple of nice wet shirts or something. I'll wait till I get back. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of money. After thinking it over, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of money on a whole new wardrobe when I'm only gonna be there 3, 4, 5 weeks. But you know, my children, they're very excited about me coming home. It's been a long, long time, and I never really intended to stay this long. I should have went back, you know. But life happens, man. You know, life happens. You know, my wife left, and then of course I end up meeting Marilyn, and then Booby, and then my YouTube channel took off. Then all the friends that I met, and then of course just living in the Philippines. You know, just knowing that it never gets cold. That's one thing that I really love about this place. Because 50% of what I love about the Philippines is the weather. Because where I live, there's no inclement weather. Typically there's no typhoons and floods and landslides and all that, earthquakes. We got good weather. And it's usually around 82 to 85 degrees. Every single day the sun shines. And, you know, that's another reason. And time just goes by so fast. You know, when I was at that ACS event in Dumaguete, the young lady from JRC came with me. And I just happened to look over at her, and I realized that I've been dealing with this woman for 4 years, man. 4 years. She calls me Sir Cal. And I'm just like, wow, you know, and then I posted a video of Booby on my Facebook page. Booby's 4. She'll be 5 this year. I'm like, where does the time go? And I know that's one of the questions people are going to give me, my family. Well, why you been gone so long? You know, I'm just telling them, you know, life happens, you know. When things are going good, you know, you don't want to mess it up. I mean, that's just real talk. I mean, these last 6 years and about 2 months is probably the best 6 years and 2 months of my 61 and a half years, almost 62 years. And if it's not broke, don't break it. You know, I hate to go back home, man, but you know, I really don't have a choice. And it's always a silver lining in everything like that. But I know when I come back, I'm gonna do a whole lot of things differently, man. And one of them is I'm not gonna get caught up with this bureaucracy, man. That's what it is, with this exit clearance and all this other stuff. You know, I've always told myself I didn't want to live with 1 foot in the Philippines and 1 foot in America, which now I am because of my Social Security. I just don't want to do it online. I don't want to do it here in the embassy. I want to do it face to face. Too many questions I've had to ask. Of course, about Booby, I'm going to get her Social Security started, and I'm getting questions. Oh, now that you get your Social Security and Booby's going to kick in, is that going to affect your YouTube? Meaning not the money, but your time on YouTube? Probably. I'll probably, you know, just ramp down a lot. You know, I like doing live streams. You know, these, when you do these vlogs, it's like, I don't know. I'm a content creator, so I can come up with content, but I just think it's enough information out there. I just like the back and forth with my viewers and my audience. I really get a kick out of that. So I'm gonna probably be doing a whole lot more of that. But you know, thank y'all so much for stopping by today. This is a nice room. I think Maryland's up on the deck looking out because they got this panoramic view on this particular ship. All the ships are different. They've got like, I don't know how many ships To-Go has, but I'm gonna suggest if you've never taken a trip on a To-Go, just to do it, just to try something different. I know everybody's in a hurry and they want to fly and get there and everything like that, but until you get on one of these, and you don't even have to get a business class, you can just get a regular tourist class or mega value. I just don't like sleeping around strangers, you know, because we usually have luggage with our valuables and stuff. But it's an experience. It's really an adventure. And once you do it, man, you're going to be hooked, really. So if you're in America, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. I came back from Manila, man. It's just an experience, man. The begging's on a whole other level there. And I don't put people down for begging, but it's everywhere. It's like, believe it or not, I'm not putting Manila down, because when I went to the Magnificent Mile in Chicago, I mean, about every 25 feet, I like, you know how, if you've ever been to the Magnificent Mile, as you walk along, then you'll see the steps going down to the subway. There's somebody there, one or two people there with a sign. They're begging. And, my Filipino wife, when I took her over there, she couldn't believe it. But I believe these are like panhandlers. They're like hustlers for real. Because they sit there all day. Some of them play instruments. But it's similar to that in Manila. But you get a lot of children approaching you. And I don't know. It's just too much, man. It's just too much, and I already talked about that. But I'm going to help people as much as I can. I can't help everybody, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure: when we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. They say they're out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. One thing I have noticed about being in the Philippines, as long as I have, is Filipinos can pick up on your attitude. All they really want to be is respected. But if you want to talk down to them, if you want to disrespect them, they're going to pick up on that, man. And you're not going to have as good a time over here as you should. Everybody's time over here is different. Nobody's time is the same. When I do a vlog, I'm telling you from my experience. I never had any problems, because I'm a people person. I know how to get along with people. I know how to respect people. I know how to draw the boundary or to set boundaries. I don't think I'm too good for people, but I see that a lot. There was a guy in 7-Eleven the other day. He just went crazy, talking about the Philippines, talking about the guy, and he's probably gonna get deported, as well as he should. So take care, everybody. I'll see y'all when we get back to St. Carlos City. Look for a live stream for my fourth quarter members, and also a regular live stream. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I just wanted to show y'all the business class accommodations we got heading back to St. Carlos City from Manila. 6,000 pesos. 6,093 pesos. That's pretty nice. It just depends on the boat, because the boat that we came to Manila on, it wasn't as nice as this business class, and it cost more, about 900 pesos more. Now this is business class. This isn't a suite, so we gotta use a common CR, which they usually have a common CR strictly for business class. And on the last boat, believe it or not, there was hot water. Very impressive.
Even this one, this one has water.